Hello everyone, welcome back to more on wandering. Let's go for another ride, huh? It's getting to be around the 4th of July here, and it's been a fun couple of evenings. I haven't gotten much sleep the last couple of evenings. I have one of those dogs that absolutely hates fireworks, and since it's getting to be around the 4th, and I live near a river and a lake, there's been fireworks going off pretty much every night, all night, and the dog has not stopped slobbering and shaking the whole time, so that's always fun. Other than that, you know, it's fun to watch him out the window, and I wish the dog would get over that fear. You'd think that after happening night after night after night, the dog would start to get used to it, but no. And then this morning too, we had a thunderstorm come through. Same thing, dog's afraid of thunder, same as it is fireworks, any of the loud noises, which is kind of funny because if you look at the dog, it doesn't look like it should be afraid of anything, but when it comes to that sort of thing, loud noises, it's the biggest baby. She's the biggest baby ever. So that's always fun. Finally get to sleep, and then an early morning thunderstorm rolls through and the dog alongside the bed panting like crazy, you know, waking you up again. So that's been fun. Let me know below if any of you guys have the same problem. Dogs that hate loud noises or afraid of who knows what. I have two dogs, and the other one, of course, could care less. He's just an old dog, doesn't really care about anything except for when critters come into the yard. Then he'll go after them. Other than that, doesn't care at all. And it's funny because whenever people come into the yard, you know, people come over to visit or anything like that, the dogs are very protective of the property if we're not there or anything, and they always think that the one should be the one that they're afraid of, when in reality it's the friendlier looking one that you should be afraid of. That one is the one that won't hesitate to protect the property. That's the one that protects it from little critters and deer and bunnies and vicious squirrels and everything else. So that's kind of fun. But other than that, it's turned into a beautiful day. Very humid, a little windy, a lot of bikes out today. Of course, you don't see any on the back roads. I don't understand that. I always see a lot of bikes on the main highways, but then I come out to the back roads and there usually aren't that many, which is good for me. You know, I enjoy the nice quiet back roads to myself. Oh, turned me into a liar there. Well, there's one guy who knows to go out and enjoy the back roads. And yeah, I don't understand that, because coming out of my driveway, I started driving, and then going down my road, the long straightaway, right next to and then you kind of take that to get to a main highway, and the long straightaway, vroom, vroom, you get the two crotch rockets going past me, so they're out having fun. But yeah, I don't know that I'd be doing that on my road. There are a lot of people living there, and as you can see, now don't get me wrong, I'm not condoning this, I'm not promoting this, but where we live, if you take off the main roads, there are a lot of roads where there's going to be no bystanders. Why wouldn't you take one of them? You know, I was young once too. I know that you got to go out and have fun, but do it where there's nobody out there. Don't pick especially on a holiday weekend, don't pick a busy spot to be opening them up. But that's just me. Oh, what do we got here? You guys see that? You might be a little further away. Bird out hunting. Did the swoop right there. I'm gonna doubt that the GoPro caught that. It was pretty cool. Had to be there. Guess you missed it. But other way, I'm really not venturing too far from home because there's supposed to be, I bet that was dizzying, sorry about that. There's supposed to be a, we kind of got a short window here where everything dried up and it's humid as heck, and but there's supposed to be a storm rolling in right behind it, so I figured it's been a few days since the old Sportster seen the road, so take her out, top her off with fuel that good old expensive gas, which Biden says is not his fault. He wanted to make sure everybody knew that it was not his fault, not any of his policies. It's all somebody else. First it was the oil companies, now it's the gas stations. Putin's fault, everybody but Biden's fault. So I like that. I don't know if any of you have dealt with children in the past, but usually if they're blaming everybody but themselves, they're kind of telling you who the real culprit is, which I'm not saying I know for sure. I have my theories. And I'm sure any of you who have dealt with children, even adult children, have dealt with that before. But that's not what this is about. We're about having fun. I'm sorry I'm not on any of the very pleasant roads today. I'm on more of the straight field farming roads, but if you live anywhere in the lake areas on a holiday weekend, you don't go there. Not if you want to drive at highway speeds. Not if you want to drive 10 miles below highway speeds. I mean, you just all the fun roads around here are completely packed with you know, holiday weekend traffic. It's bumper to bumper, well, maybe not quite bumper to bumper, that's a little over exaggerating, but it's not an enjoyable ride. How about that? You get everybody in a hurry to get in and out of there. They're pulling out in front of you, wanting to kill a little tiny bike like this. They don't even bat an eye on running you off the road. It's happened way too many times where I just know on these weekends I'll stick with the boring roads. You know, boring road and being alive is okay. You know, I've grown accustomed to staying up on the two wheels, so I'm gonna stick with that. So, you know, maybe after the weekend's over, we'll take the bike out and go and explore some of the fun roads that kind of follow the lakes and rivers, and a lot of the holiday weekend traffic will be out of there. Be able to have fun again. But this is fun too, you know, you get to see some of this. Hey everybody, this is what most of Minnesota looks like if you're not from here. I just happen to be lucky enough to be living in one of the areas that are heavily populated with lakes. There are a few of those around here too. We are the land of 10,000 lakes after all. But you get a lot of agricultural area too, which is fun because there's no traffic, but it's not fun because there's a lot of straight roads. Which, yeah, I know, I'm on a Harley. Go ahead and tell me the jokes. Oh, I could take a joke too. But anywho, I suppose I'm gonna head into this town, see what's happening over here, and anyway, thanks for coming along. Sorry it's not the most exciting ride, but you know, again, got to listen to me ramble about who knows whatever I was just talking about. It's been a good time. If you made it this far, God bless you. Thanks for watching. Watch again next time, and until then, have a good one.